Hey guys, Pete here, doing some late season fox snaring. I took all my coyotes to the fur sale a couple nights ago and dumped them off, and it's going on this weekend, but I'm out here snaring fox for this landowner who does a lot of game bird hunting. And since I started snaring out here and taking care of his fox, their quail population's gone from about 20 to over 100. There are pheasants down here establishing, and of course their doves. Their doves have always been pretty good, but this is one of the crawl unders I set every year. So when you hear people talk about crawl under, this is what we're talking about. You can see where this ground's worn down from animals going underneath. And I usually put a snare here. It usually gets me a fox or two every year. It's not the hottest crawl under out here, but it's a pretty good one. And what I'm gonna do is just put a snare in there, but I wanna dig some of this snow out. So that I can see where the ground is. And then I tend to like to pull the fence up a little bit. You can see my old snare support right here that I use every year. And we're just gonna throw a snare there. It'll just be a matter of a couple seconds to do this. So I don't worry too much about scent with snares. But these rubber gloves just keep my hands a little warmer and help with scent, I guess, a little bit. I'm using 3/32 cable on this snare because this could grab a coyote. This coyotes will use this crawl under too. When I'm different parts of this property where I'm only dealing with fox, I know that only fox are using that trail. I know exactly where the coyotes run out here, and this is part of their travel route. But further to the west, they don't mess around over there. So I use 5/64 wire out there, cable out there for fox. It's just a little smaller, a little lighter. But where it could catch either, I use the 3/32 because I have lost too many coyotes using 5/64. Last year I lost 6 from chewing through the snare. So with the crawl under, you're just gonna put the snare where they're going through. And you don't want it touching the ground. That's the trick to these. So that's not bad. That'll probably actually work just like that. I don't quite love it though, actually. So I'm gonna adjust this a little bit. I'm gonna bend this wire up, this fence wire up. I want a little bit bigger loop right there. That's pretty good. You got some space for their feet to go under. You want their neck caught in the snare. And so then I just run the wire back over here and see how the snare's starting to do weird stuff. So sometimes you have to twist your cable a little bit. And now see how that snare sits underneath there a little better? That's even better. Now over here, I've got some old 9-gauge wire that I use every year to attach the snare, and that will hold a coyote or a fox without any problem. I'm gonna look at my snare one more time. Everything looks good, and that's it. So I'll shoot another video on snaring at a different spot, and hopefully I'll have some catch videos for you. I'm just gonna trap fox down or snare fox down here the next couple weeks. So hopefully I'll have some catch videos for you. Remember, God is great, guns are good, freedom is precious. See you down the line.